Hi, I'm Governor Rod Bldg, and you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug, a mensch.
We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug on your TV tonight.
But Daddy, I want to watch Monday Night Football.
Forget about Monday Night Football. There's no other thing we're gonna watch on Monday but Rabbi Doug. Yeah, Rabbi Doug on TV tonight. We're going to see Rabbi Doug. Oh, everybody talk about Doug.
Shalom and welcome to Tapes with Rabbi Doug. We're here at West Rogers Park, right in front of Rogers Park, where the Veitzener Cheder Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel has received a new Torah from the Weifer family. This Torah was commissioned to be written by a scribe. We are celebrating with them as this big parade in honor of the new Torah is taking place, as well as the dedication of their new building on 2E Avenue. Come join us today and celebrate with us on Tape with Rabbi Doug.
Different rabbis and gentlemen in the community were given the honor of carrying the new Torah scroll that was written by a scribe and donated now to the Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel school. Turning the corner around the perimeters of Rogers Park.
The students of Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel, the Veitzener Cheder.
Hey, dum diddly dum. Oh, hi! You're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
People from all over the community, as well as the residents of the Buckingham Pavilion.
Fortunate we are to have our Rav Unger as our dean, a constant example of kol ha'osek b'Torah lishma. Mara Rav Osai Rav Unger Shlita.
Kvoid, Wunim Adoiner Shlita, Ush Yeshivas, Chusha V'Shitfim in dem herrlichen Binyan, die ganze Staff, Bereichung, auf das kann ich sagen, sind nicht stark. Wo ich habe, B'Shaim Hashem, weil ich nicht mehr weiß Hashem. Sei es passig zu sagen, Oidei Hashem, B'chol Leibov, bis heute Schuren wie Eidu. Shechiyuni, V'kiyimuni, V'kiyuni, Lazman Hazeh. Dove Betoi Matoiv, ich stehe jetzt Vater Chunef von Schwiees, in Passig, zu machen, dass nichts dabei ist, jetzige Zeit, gleichzeitig, haben gehabt,
I'm Liebe Schmelzer, and you are watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
We're here on Taped with Rabbi Doug, and my guest right now is Rabbi Moshe Unger. He is the Dean of Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel, the Veitzener Cheder, which we are celebrating the dedication of their new building today on Tui Avenue, as well as the dedication of a new Torah scroll, which was donated to the school. Can you tell me, Rabbi Unger, who was the person that commissioned this Torah scroll and dedicated to the school?
Rabbi Mrs. Avram Reifer.
And was there a special occasion that they did this? Is this in honor of the new building or of something in their family?
Mrs. Reifer bought this as a present to her husband, and he in turn, together with her, were very gracious to put it to use in our building.
Very nice. How many Torah scrolls does your school have in their synagogue here today?
Right now we have 2.
So this is the second?
Correct.
Very nice, very nice. You have obviously been the mover and shaker that has built up this Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel from scratch. Can you tell me a little bit about when did you first conceive of starting a Hasidic school in the Chicago area?
What happened was that originally, after I got married, about a year after I got married, 19 years ago, the family asked me to come here to Chicago. At that time, Chicago was foreign to me. I only knew New York. I grew up in New York. I said, no, I'm not going to come to Chicago. But a year later, about 18 years ago, my brother-in-law, who was the Rav, was the rabbi in my father-in-law's shul, got promoted to a much bigger position in Canada. So the family called me up to find out if I would come to Chicago just for 1 year to take over the shul, and then go back, and another member of the family will come to take over. So with that 1 year, we were here 18 years ago. We had a very successful year in the shul. We did a lot of projects for the community, and when it came time to leave, the year was almost over. But people asked me, why are you leaving? We're happy, you're happy. And the answer was that at that time I already had a son, or a small boy. And I said, I grew up in a Yiddish-speaking school. I grew up in a Hasidic school, which had a certain warmth to it, and a certain way of life. I did not want to live in a city without that kind of school available to my children. So basically, I picked myself up, and after a year, I went back to New York. After going back to New York, I got phone calls from people from Chicago. I should come back to Chicago and start to build a school. They will help me build a school. That's how the whole thing started.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. And so your son was in the first class?
Correct.
And I believe when you started just with that kindergarten or preschool class? How did that work?
We started with 2 classes. One class of 8 children for 3-year-olds, another class for 8 children for 4-year-olds.
Interesting. And so your son was in the first 8th grade class of the school, probably just about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Was your first 8th grade?
It was 14 years ago.
Was when he started.
14 years ago.
14 years ago is when you started. So he graduated 8th grade just a few years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago now. You have built such a small school, which was meeting for so many years in a small synagogue, classroom building, now to this beautiful big building, and just grown to, I believe, about 165 students now, which is an incredible thing. Do you plan on your shul, which is now such a small place, building that up into a bigger building, or moving it into this building, let's say, also? Is that something for your future? Have you thought about that?
People have approached me about that. At this point, there are no plans for that. There are plans maybe to build the shul to make it bigger. Right now, I'm very occupied with the school. I don't have the time to really build up the shul. Right now, most of my time goes for the school.
Very nice, and most importantly, so I would say, for the children. Right. You gave a beautiful speech in Yiddish, and our viewers, I would say, a great majority of them do not speak Yiddish. Could you paraphrase what you said when you spoke to the community today on behalf of this building dedication?
To say it in short, what I said was that it's now a time to really thank Hashem, to thank the one above, giving us the opportunity to be here today. And we also said now is the appropriate time to dedicate a building for School of Learning, because another 10 days we will be receiving the Torah of the Shvius. We also mentioned a very interesting medrash. The medrash tells us that when Moshe Rabbeinu came to heaven to accept the Torah, the Talmud from Hashem, the Malachim, the angel said, "Give the Torah to us in heaven." So Hashem made Moshe Rabbeinu's face look just like Avraham Avinu's face, Avraham. And Hashem said, "Isn't that the person that you ate in his house?" So the Malachim lost the battle, and the Torah was given to Moshe Rabbeinu. So the question is asked, why did the Malachim lose? So what's if they ate in his house? What's the difference if they did not eat? The answer to that is explained by the Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel. Alexander Rebbe explains that the Torah was built on a foundation of midas and character. So the Creator said to the Malachim, "Listen, you angels ate in Avram's house. If you ate in his house, you should pay him back and help out. If one of his descendants wants to get the Torah, you shouldn't be in his way. That's not an appropriate thing. You should really help him out. If you don't have the fine character to remember what good things were done to you and pay back to the children and grandchildren, you're not deserving of getting the Torah." So we see that the Hashem, the Creator, demands of us to always remember and to give to give a kodesh atoiv to whatever was done to a person. So we said that today is an appropriate time to give praise to Hashem that we were able, with His help, to accomplish this. It's also a time to acknowledge the dedicated work of all our members. First of all, the members of the chairman of the construction committee, Mr. Yeshua Webster. Mr. Yeshua Webster's son. It's 3 years already that he has graduated out of the school. He's now in high school. And until this day, Mr. and Mrs. Yeshua Webster are committed, day in and day out. They oversaw the construction. We didn't have to hire a construction company. They oversaw the whole construction. They dealt with all the contractors. Mrs. Webster designed all the coloring in the building, all the tile work in the building. So they deserve a great Yasher Koyach and great acknowledgement. The overall chairman of the building campaign has worked in this campaign for 7 years. There's not a building in this whole entire area that became available, he did not go to check it out if it was for us or not for us. Then we have to mention our board of directors, Mr. Bernard Hollander, who dedicated the entire building, and Mr. Rudolph Tessa, which dedicated the beautiful Veitzener that we have, Mr. Jack Reese, who dedicated the Ohel Baruch, and all the other people, whatever they dedicated, each and every one of them are recognized, and we really thank them at the bottom of our heart. They also said over that the Zohar Kodesh tells us when children make a simcha, when children make a party, something happens good in the family, that from heaven the souls from the forefathers join them. And so I said, for sure, my father-in-law, with this school is named after him, is upstairs in Shemayim in heaven, and really enjoying this big simcha that was taking place today. We said also that Chazal teach us that when Mashiach will come, that all the drushas, all the schools of learning, all the schools of worship will travel to Yerushalayim. So we said that we should really have the right eminah, that we all know that 3 Yom Tov in the year we are Ohel Regel. When the word of Beis Hamikdash, all the Jewish people had to walk to Yerushalayim, to the Beis Hamikdash. It's this year, Tovshin Samach, year 2000. We should still be Zoicha to go to Yerushalayim. We should take along all our buildings to Yerushalayim and be Zoicha to the Bldg and Tzedek, to the redemption of Klal Yisrael.
Amen. Very nice. And all I can say is that not only may all of your words come true, but I pray that all of your dreams and goals that you've been building to should only keep growing, Mechail from strength to strength, and you should only see more success in all the endeavors of the Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel, of the Veitzener Cheder, and may the children just bring only nachas and bracha, joy and blessing to their families, to the community, to you, their dean, and I wish you much success in the future, and thanks again for being with us.
Thank you very much.
It's now a personal pleasure to call upon the Rosh Yeshiva of Tel Yeshiva, Rabbi Chaim Levin Shlita, for Divrei Bracha. The Torah, when the Torah gives the mitzvah of Ksiva Sefer Torah, so the Torah writes, V'aton kisru lachem es ashira azois. That Torah is written in a lashon from Shira, because Torah is synonymous with Shira and Simcha. Torah can be learned only with Shira and with Simcha. And Torah brings Shira and Simcha to all the Elomois. Rabbi Chaim brings down the lashon of the Zohar. The Zohar Kodesh says, in all times when Torah is being learned in the world, Kaviyachal HaKadosh Baruch Hu Chodi, the Rebbeinu Shalom is happy, B'oiv de Yodei, V'chodi B'almin Kulu, the Rebbeinu Shalom is happy with all the worlds, Ushmayo B'arav Kaima B'kamayu, V'loyoidel HaKuchabrichu Konish Kol Pamarya Dilei, the Zohar says. The Rebbeinu Shalom gathers together all the Malachim, the Omer Elohim, and he says to them, Chamu Amo Kadisha, see this holy nation, the Isli Biara, that I have in the world. The Raiso Misatra B'Genaya, and the Torah is crowned because of them. The Inun Kachomo Chedva the Merayim B'Amei. And when the Malachim, the Bamada Shamayla, see the Simcha and the happiness of the Rebbeinu Shalom with his people, Miyad Paschi B'Amri, so they open their mouths and they say, Umi Ki Amcha Yisrael, Goyechad B'Oretz, who is like your nation Yisrael, one nation in the entire world. Zakoyen Inun Yisrael. How lucky are the Jewish people, the Kuchavichu, Yoivla, Naraisa, Kadisha, that the Rebbeinu gave them this holy Torah. Chedvasa the Kula, the Simcha of all the Elomois, Chedvasa the Kuchavichu, and the Simcha of the Rebbeinu Shalom himself. Gam Elomois says the Elamas Rabrias Kulamas Bechedras Yasir to all the world and all the creatures that the Rebbeinu should grant that our Gvaldik Simcha when Torah is being learned. This is what we say in Perik Manas HaTorah, Mesameach es Amokain, Mesameach es Abriyos. So it's a Gvaldik Simcha to the Rebbeinu Shalom, certainly a great Simcha by this great Simcha, a double Simcha of an Aksiva Sefer Torah and a Chanukah Sabayis. We just said Mizmor Shir Chanukah Sabayis LeDavid. So we said, we thank the Rebbeinu Shalom. Aramimcha Hashem ki dilisoni v'lo simachta oivai li. V'lo simachta oivai li. Hashem alekoi shivati alecha v'atir b'heini. And Rabbi's brothers to sing is beautiful. Nigan and all of us had tears in our eyes, and many of us who are here today lived through it. Nechshavnu katzoy latevach yuvo, la'aroi gul'abed u'l'makol l'cherpo, b'chol zoi shimcha lo'shochochnu. So we thank the Rebbeinu Shalom, lo'simachta oivai li. And Hashem Elokai Shivat Elecha V'Tirbeini, the Rebbeinu Shalom sent a refuah to the Jewish people, and it's a gewaldige simcha for us, and a gewaldige akos hatoiv with the Jewish people also, the Rebbeinu Shalom, that now we're witnessing the second generation of the rebirth of Torah in America. The gewaldige nisim beniflois of the half century since the Churban Europe, and the Rebbeinu Shalom has showed us, but the Rebbeinu Shalom has sent us a refuah, and we can say, "Pafachta mispedi lamochali bitachta saki vatazreini simcha." So we join together with the entire Jewish community of Chicago in thanking the Rebbeinu Shalom, vatazreini simcha, for this gewaldik and double simcha, for the binyan Torah which we've witnessed in our own city in Chicago in the last half century, in the binyan of Torah throughout America and throughout Eretz Yisrael. And we thank the Rebbeinu Shalom and we say, "Afachta mispedi l'mochali, bitachta saki, vatazreini simcha."
Hi, I'm Alderman Bernie Stone. You're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug. My rabbi.
We're here at Taped with Rabbi Doug, and I'm here with Rabbi Doug Dubovick, who is the executive director of the Veitzener Cheder, Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel. Today's great celebration of the Hachnasa Sefer Torah, the dedication of a new Torah scroll, and the dedication of the new building here on Tui Avenue has been just a wonderful event for the community. We see all aspects of the community, not only the Hasidic community, the Orthodox community, but there were elements of all different parts of the Jewish community here today. And I think it's a great sign of the unity of Chicago's Jewish community, as well as the wonderful new addition to the community of this new building, becoming your new school, which has moved out of a small building on California Avenue. I think the growth of the school is a good sign. You've been here for about 4 years now, Rabbi. Can you tell me, what do you foresee for the future? Do you foresee this building being grown out of? Do you foresee this building going somewhere as far as starting a Hasidic high school, yeshiva program? Or do you think that this is really what we're looking for in the community, to be at the point that we're starting at now with this new building?
Well, at this point in time, I think what we're looking for is a little bit of stability. We finally moved into our own home. Our intention is not necessarily to broaden our sphere as far as what we do in this community. We have, thank God, we have grown very, very substantially, and we're finally in a place that meets our needs in terms of space. And our students are not necessarily from Hasidic families. They come from all types of families. We teach our Jewish studies program in Yiddish. There are many parents who don't speak Yiddish themselves, but they're interested in the type of education that we give their children. They're interested in the warmth that our teachers provide, and the growth and emphasis on further study of Torah. All of our students go on, rather than making our own high school, all of our students go on to yeshiva high schools all over the country. So I think that would be sort of stifling our growth if we went ahead and made a high school. There are people who have talked about various aspects of growth, but as I said, at this point in time, I think we're at the stage where we need to consolidate and make ourselves a bit more stable, both from the financial standpoint, in terms of our staffing, and that will be that once our growth is consolidated, then we can start making plans for the future.
Very good. And of course, this is just such a big undertaking financially, all the donations, all of the money that was raised to not only renovate this building and put it together, but really to help the Veitzener Cheder become a viable school and a real school, not just a place renting a storefront per se or a small building. And it really is now a true school in the community where no one can say that my child goes to a different day school because the facilities are so much more complete. You really have just beautiful facilities here, and I just want to say again, a mazel tov, congratulations on just a beautiful job. You showed me here that you have a letter from Mayor Daley. I know he was invited today and wasn't available to join us. I was wondering if you could read this to our listeners and our viewers who are with us today.
Okay, Mayor Daley writes, "Congratulations. As mayor and on behalf of the city of Chicago, I offer my warmest congratulations to the students, faculty, and friends of Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel, the Veitzener Cheder of Chicago, on the dedication of your new facility. May you continue to advance in faith and enjoy great success for many years to come. Sincerely, Richard M. Daley, Mayor."
Very nice. Congratulations to you, to Yeshiva Shearis Yisroel, the Veitzener Cheder, and thanks again for being with us here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. Shalom. This is Rabbi Abba Shmot.
Dear Rabbi, today is my first day at the Cheder. What will I learn? Who will I become?
child who comes to our Cheder, we try to illuminate their lives through the learning of Torah, to give over the love of learning and the love of Yiddishkeit and the love of living as a Yid. A child who gets imbued with the kind of a feeling is a different type of person throughout life.
Hey, get up. Okay.
The children are here more hours when they're awake than they're at home. So once we sat down to open the Cheder, we sat down to decide what do we want these children to be imbued with? What do you want them to possess?
The goal of the Cheder is to produce the ultimate Ben Torah. A student that, besides being up to par in learning, he should also have great derech eretz, midas tovos, be a mensch.
We have a program for derech eretz, and when a student walks down the hall, we take extra time to say hello, good morning, good afternoon.
One of our goals is to imbue in the children to think how the other person feels, to imbue in them the feeling for other people.
When I compliment someone, I feel good about it because I know that somebody that felt bad, I made him feel good.
Besides all the qualities of midas tovos, when they leave the school, they are leaving with a tremendous Talmudical knowledge, Chumash knowledge, basic halacha knowledge, Tanakh, Hebrew, or it would be in Aramaic from the Gemara.
We get a very good education in Chumash and Gemara and Kitzer, but we also get a very good education in history and language arts and math and science.
The goal of the General Studies program in particular is to make sure that our students have a solid foundation in the 4 core content areas: math, language arts, social studies, and science. We feel that it's very important for our students to have a strong background in the general studies areas. We all know that our students need to be able to interface with the world in a variety of different ways as they continue to develop, because if nothing else, it certainly gives them a deeper appreciation for many of the things that they learn in the Judaic studies classroom.
Several generals came to try in the times of London and tried to capture Yerushalayim, and none of them were successful.
One of the things that students see is a smile at all times. Rebbeim smile, Rebbeim are happy.
Our Rebbeim have a very good sense of humor that makes learning very interesting and fun, and he's a very fun person to be around.
If the Rebbe or the Mora is a person who has midos, who is a fine character, children pick that up.
It happens to be that our male faculty all possess smicha, which is a very nice credit to them, as well as the regular educational qualifications that they possess. And that helps because it helps our students appreciate them on a variety of different levels.
We have different groups across the United States, either based by Torah Masorah or Lakewood or Melech Shemayim in New York, that teach how to create a better learning system.
When I learn Gemara, I like how they bring proofs from other places, and I think it's really neat how they're able to compare the two things.
They give a lot of examples, and they make it the easiest they possibly can.
Both faculties have a wonderful relationship with our students, and they're very interested in the students' well-being both in school and out of school. And that helps as well, because it creates a learning environment that is healthy and enriching and nourishing, and a place where the boys really want to be.
Rebbe is effective, and the children really feel that this person cares for me. This person wants me to succeed. The child understands he wants me to grow. He wants me to steig.
It smells so good.
I think that Rabbi Unger created a tremendous family. He's seeking the best for each student. And that's why I think parents, they feel that their son has value. And it's great to be part of such a family.
the Cheder is a place where the boys are happy, where the boys are appropriate, where the boys are respectful. We feel that we have great potential to really develop well-rounded people as well as well-rounded students.
When a student walks away from this Cheder after the 8th grade, if we teach them that we're living for eternal life. In Chazal we say, Shvisi Hashem Megisamet. Constantly remember that Hashem is with us, and that should be a guidance for entire life.
Dear Rabbi, over the past 8 years, your knowledge, kindness, and example have made me the young man I am today. The Cheder has given me the foundation I need to build a life as a Yid in today's world. I am the future of Klal Yisrael.